What's up guys, useful utility number 4, where I go over utility that might be useful in your games. Wow, clever name. A lot of these, or most of these, are probably stuff you might have known before but forgotten about. But I think it's just like important to remind people that like, hey, these are things you can throw to help you try to take your fights. So the first one is a retake smoke. You just toss it on top of that little bucket right there, and it's gonna help you come out of heaven to retake A, basically, right? So you'll notice that you're not as easily exposed to blizzard over there, which is that corner way in this corner right here. That one, oh my Jesus, game. That corner, right? Usually they'll have like a pretty gnarly angle on you, and it's hard to like come out, but that smoke will help you get out of heaven. You still have to clear everything, of course, but it just gives you like a tiny bit of space. On top of that, we got some flashes. If you need to self-flash out of heaven, you can just stand in this corner here. Not the inner corner, so you'll notice there's two corners here, right? These two corners. I want to stand on this one. You just aim at the bottom of this red sign. I'm going to somewhere to the right and left click. It's going to land below the rafter here so that you can, again, swing with it and try to clear as much as you can. So these two in combination are pretty good, especially if you're like a ramp player. You can just do this on your own. Clear here first, right? You have a little bit of cover from the heaven smoke, and then you can start worrying about everything over there. Now, if you're feeling generous or want to bait your team, you can say that you have a flash for your teammates going out in heaven. You want to stand in front of this danger voltage sign and aim in the middle of this little yellow beam right here, just in the middle of it. Tell your teammates to turn around. That's going to pop very nicely out. Again, they need to turn. So you see the flash coming, and you can swing with it. So the second thing I have for you is a smoke for connector. Now, very commonly, as you guys probably know, T's are going to throw mid control nades, so like top mid smoke and molly con. And we're focused on the molly at con here. Usually it lands like this, right? And the common CT response is to do that. It lets you come here, look over the smoke to see anyone underpass. You can like kind of contest mid from here. This is not a one-way, just so you know, right? T's can very easily see you in this angle. And I'll try to show that off here. Right, it's not too hard to see someone's head above that smoke, so you can very easily just hold it. So everyone throws it like this, but it's not too common that people throw it so that it lands a little further out. And what I mean by that is, instead of throwing it in this little like corner thing right here, right? You can throw it off of this little pillar against the wall of catwalk like this. Now this is different. I wouldn't say it's better, but it's different. You might not be able to cut this molly, but what it does allow you to do is maintain this smoke to see underpass, but you can also come out of it, right? You can also come out of it, and it lets you peek underpass while the T's can't really see you at all, right? So I can like come out here and swing this, and the T's can't see me. Okay, you're fully covered by that smoke. So they're gonna have to spam you out here to try to kill you, which might happen, realistically speaking. To throw it, you just have to aim at the bottom part of this thing here. Just like roughly on the bottom like third of it. One small thing to note is that like sometimes your smoke will get stuck against this little step right here. It's really weird that it can do that, but you know, that's a thing, I guess. So try throwing your con smoke like this rather than throwing it against the little corner here. Let's see how it goes for you. Now moving on to Dust 2, what will commonly happen is if you try to cross the pit right away, someone might swing you and just like catch you out in the open. And the common timing is, as I'm out here, you'll be like right there, like give or take somewhere here. That's about the timing. So there's actually two pieces of utility I can show you. The first one is the running molly. This that lands in the doors. This one you really have to like feel it out and practice this over and over again. This is what I did to get it down. But basically, as you're coming up, as you're coming out of CT spawn going to long, you're gonna face the wall perpendicularly, and you're gonna move your crosshair to the left, roughly like 10 to 15 degrees. And then once your crosshair passes the corner here, you can let go. So I'll do it in real time. Hugging the wall, 10 degrees to the left. It's a little hard to see as I'm running. And if you don't mess it up, it'll go in the doorway, but even this is like okay, right? Oh, that one was a little off. Takes a bit of practice, like I said. I usually don't fail it, but this is something very difficult to do, but takes a lot of practice. I don't remember who showed it off a long time ago. I think it was like Tarek or someone, but very useful util because it lets you maintain momentum going into pit. It lets you throw a molly, and if anyone tries to run through the molly, they're going to be, again, like right about there, as you are right about here. So just keep that timing in mind. Keep in mind that there's going to be flashes, so you really got to just like look at this particular spot right here, and just like try to make out a person and spray. Additionally, if you're, again, this is more important for the first spawn to do, you can throw a smoke that lands against the telephone pole right here, and this will give you like a lot more cover to cross into pit. So again, you just have to aim at roughly the bottom of the telephone pole. You can actually combine it with the molly, and now you can kind of just like come here and you're just, you know, you're behind a smoke, right? So the normal timing where you get to see someone right there, oops, right, the normal timing where you see someone right there is now blocked by the smoke right here, which gives you cover, lets you actually get into pit. You could also just play behind the smoke, right, like this. You could play like weird off angles like up here, or you can try to one and done someone right here. Oops. Right, you can get to here, and now you can again cross into pit. Depending on how this smoke lands, there might be a gap right here, but you can also come up here and try to fight here, which is a little unexpected for the T's, right? Or you could just sit behind it, try to catch someone off guard. Now the issue is you are burning a smoke and a molly, and if they don't come long, you look kind of dumb, but it's still something you want to do in response to teams that might be flooding out long a lot. They don't respect your long setup or what have you. If you're looking for another long setup as a CT to counter these hits, you have that smoke molly combo that I did in a very old video a long time ago, but still is effective in the current day and age. Just make sure you have the good flashes on top of this. So yeah, that's it for useful utility number 4. Thanks for watching, and like the video if you liked the video.